actually played some of Abobo's Big Adventure on the spot last week. So we showed off the first few levels. So we're going to jump in here to the Urban Chobobo level.
It sounds like Chocobo.
Urban Champion
was the worst game on the NES.
One of the one of the worst. It's a terrible, terrible game. And yet somehow this sort of recollection of it, it warms my heart to see Urban Champion kind of revitalized in this fashion. And as Abobo, these thugs that you fight on the street corners just don't stand a chance. Yeah, the neighborhood's gone downhill a bit. Used to be all bookstores and restaurants.
Well, so I'm not ashamed to admit this, but I once played Urban Champion for about like 12 hours straight. It might have been 12 hours straight, but I'm pretty sure that there is no ending to the game.
Oh no, I'm almost positive it just goes on for forever.
River City Ransom reference.
Oh, totally.
With the guy sitting in the back.
So that's a huge part of the joy of, oh, right.
Oh no, fatalities.
Yeah, little post-NES reference there.
Oh, so horrible. She's very excited about that man being decapitated.
She is. But yeah, you pointed out the River City Ransom figure there. I can't think of any other game that is so dependent on our collective like nostalgia for an era to really be enjoyed. Like I don't know if.
Oh God.
So here we are entering the world of another game that I'm sure most people will instantly recognize.
He has a little shield.
Yeah.
That's so awesome.
Yeah, and his sword does this thing.
Oh my God, it's Abobo, but he's in Zelda world.
Yes! So I don't know if somebody who...
Go up.
Okay, yeah, Tom has played this level before.
Yeah.
I have not.
You know what this actually kind of reminds me of is the Wario games and how like he goes into like the old, or like they kind of use the old game stuff and create it. And
like in WarioWare Twisted, where you can play through the original level of Super Mario Brothers by twisting the GBA.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that,
it's really cool.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. I don't think anyone under the age of like, I don't know, like 18 would get a lot of this.
Yeah, so it's a game that...
Well, they would get this. They would get this.
Zelda, yeah.
Yeah,
no Zelda.
Sure. But like Urban Champion?
So many of the references would fly right over a lot of players' heads.
Does that mean we're old?
It's for people who played NES back in the day.
Yeah,
This is what this is for.
Specifically
It's a labor of love.
Yeah. And it really is a labor of love. It's free to play. Like you can certainly donate money on the website, but there is no cost.
Apparently, you can't charge people for copyrighted material that's not your own.
Yeah,
it's a weird loophole in our system.
Oh wow, that's right.
So there's the map. My one beef with this game, and it's a very, very minor one.
Where are you going? Go down.
Go down? Okay. You have to be my navigator here, Tom. I don't know my way through this maze. I feel like to me, the NES, at least it's, I was a kid when it was, when it was at its prime, and it was such a kind of innocent thing, the fun of the NES. And the game skews a bit raunchy at times for what I feel like is a tribute to the NES, but that's,
Yeah, that map is questionable shape.
It's pretty suggestive. Okay, I guess I'll use my
Yeah, go. Something's happening.
It's my...
Oh.
Yeah. So on each level, Abobo has a... is this where I'm supposed to go, Tom?
You can go down right.
Down what?
Yeah, you gotta move the trap.
Oh, yeah.
Don't be too close to it.
Come on. There we go. Ah!
Oh.
Well, sometimes.
Yay! It's a Metroid reference. I don't know what they're called. I can't remember the new two enemies.
Oh, I used to know what the ones with the wings were called.
Is it ZBs?
No.
Something like that?
The planet. The planet of ZBs.
Darn it.
ZBGBs.
So now you got the ladder.
Yeah. So now I can walk on water.
Yeah, they didn't really think that one through. But it's whatever.
You know what I always thought was funny about NES games and just, over the past few years realizing that everybody kind of did the same thing in NES games where it was like for the case like Mega Man, everybody jumped through the door to the boss of that level. You
I
know?
know, it's when you find that out like 20 years after the fact, you're like,
like, you
wait,
did that
everybody
too?
did that?
We didn't have the internet then, so how was it that we all managed to do the exact same thing? It's kind of funny.
I know. But it's weird playing Mega Man and not jumping through the door.
Yeah,
Because you pause in midair.
Or it's like in Castlevania, you jumped up to grab when the orb fell instead of just letting it come down.
Or the whistle in Super Mario Bros. 3.
Yeah, you always, yes.
Yeah, it's like it's like these games aren't hard enough. I'm going to add an arbitrary other challenge.
Yeah, it's like they were almost like weird internal achievements before there were achievements.
Totally.
Wait, so who's...
So
that's
this is
Dig Dug.
Dig, yeah.
So you got to push that block.
Ah,
the one that's
shiny.
flashing.
See, that's lame because in the original Zelda, that block would have not have flashed.
I know,
You would have
I-
had no idea.
yes.
I would have had an idea.
Yeah, you would have, well, sure.
Zelda's kind of my thing, though.
It is.
So in this, there's not really an incentive to killing all the enemies in a room, right? It's
Yeah,
not like,
which is
it's not like you're gonna get.
strange.
Yeah, I have such a habit of killing all the enemies in a room to see if like a
A key might
key,
show up.
right? But in this game, there's not a point to doing
Why are
that.
there Shy Guys in here? That makes no sense.
It's still weird that you're not killing all the enemies, especially because, like,
know, but-
I did that in Zelda, and then I
I
was
do
playing
all
Binding
like
of
that.
Isaac last year, where you have to do that. And it's just
Right.
like weird that you wouldn't be able to do that.
Also, I find it interesting that they named him Merman instead of Zora, because aren't they Zora?
They are Zoras, and these would be Stalfos,
Yeah.
but they're called Skeleton here.
I guess in the original Zelda, they didn't quite have those names.
They did. The instruction booklet had
Did
it.
they?
Yes,
Yeah.
the instruction booklet definitely referred to the fish as Zoras. I remember that vividly.
I miss instruction booklets.
Oh, yeah.
Remember when they used to be like a cool supplementary material to like the story and things like that?
And like, if you bought, like, if it was like a Capcom game, Captain Commando or something
Yeah.
on the first page would be like thanking you for your purchase.
Yeah, and then they made Captain Commando a character in a fighting game. Well, technically a beat 'em up, I guess. But.
Do you want to go up?
Thank you, Tom.
Sucker. Yeah, they
I
put-
really need that compass.
You do. You don't know where to go.
Yeah, all right, now I have a sense of direction here.
I always get so bummed out in the modern Zeldas when you open a chest and it's like, oh, it does the whole music thing and it turns out to be the compass.
Wait, do I not have a key? I don't have
Okay,
a key.
or when you open up a chest, it does the music thing, and it's like 6 rupees.
Yeah, it's
I
like,
chose like
really?
one of the numbers it never would be.
No.
When it's 5 rupees, you're like, really?
Yeah. Makes me so angry. Why would you play that music? This
How do
isn't
I-
something to celebrate.
Right. Yeah, I don't know. It's just.
Uh-oh.
Oh, this is it. It's a
Oh.
good tip to know.
Okay, I'll keep
I
that
would,
in mind.
if I were you,
Yeah, you think?
do
You
it.
have to do it. Everybody, uh-oh.
Whoosh,
That happened.
Mr. Informer.
Yeah, it's
The old man hates beef.
it's good to know.
Sure, I'm sure it is.
Well, beef is one of those items that was in the original Zelda and hasn't appeared since, as far as I know.
Which is weird, because I mean, it actually was, I mean, didn't it distract enemies? Didn't all the
It
enemies
did.
go
They would
towards
kind of
the beef?
swarm
It was a
towards the
pretty
beef.
cool
Yeah.
idea. But yeah, like the feather in Super Mario Kart, where they just never brought it back.
Is that a bomb with arms?
That was a Bob-omb, I believe, yes.
Was it from? It might have been the Super Mario Brothers 2 Bob-omb.
So none of these enemies drop hearts, and I'm kind of running low on health here. I could be in bad shape.
Just play careful.
Okay.
That's a face.
That was a ghost from Pac-Man.
Are you serious, or are you just?
It might have
was a
been. I don't
face.
know. Why couldn't it be? Ghosts have faces.
These tektites.
Sprint.
Really horrible Zelda NES commercial with the dude who's just saying what the enemy names are, and he's like,
I remember that. Tektites, levers, Octoroks.
that guy was crazy.
He
Video
was.
game commercials back then were,
They were bonkers.
yeah, they were kind of awesome.
Cards.
Now they have like movie stars and stuff in them.
Yeah, that's a topic for another day.
Yeah.
That's why it's bad to have Jonah Hill in your commercial. Okay.
I mean, can you imagine today if like Hugh Jackman is in the, I don't know, Urban Champion commercial?
You couldn't think of an actor from the 80s?
Hey,
No.
Jack,
Fresh off his appearance from Big, Tom Hanks is now advertising for
Jack,
Clue Lands.
Jack Black was in the Pitfall commercial. Come on.
Was he?
Yes, but
Are
he
you serious?
He wasn't famous then. He was
He
just
wasn't
he was
the
a
Jack
kid.
Black, he was
no,
just Jack
he was
Black.
young. He was kid Jack Black.
That's what he was billed as?
Yes.
That is Pac-Man Ghost, isn't it?
No, it doesn't. I guess it is.
It's a face.
Yeah.
Can
It
it
looks
just
like
be
that
Pac-Man?
Pokemon,
Sure.
the little guy who
Oh,
pops
wait,
his head out of the
am I
ground.
going the wrong way?
No, you're fine.
Okay.
Oh man.
Oh,
I know. That's pretty great.
Cursed from the grave. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
All right. There. Nope.
This level
Matcha.
is longer than I would have.
Yeah,
expected.
this level. I mean, most of the levels in this game are pretty quick. This
Well, they
one
know
is
that
the,
this is
the centerpiece of the game.
This is the best game they parody, so they wanted. You got to kill that thing.
Oh no!
You
If
literally
had
have to
bombs,
kill
this
that
would
thing.
be- Oh.
Sorry.
That's okay.
So, as you might know, we need a bomb? Is that how you killed him in the
Yeah.
original?
Put it
Yes.
right in the center, and it
Yep.
takes care of him.
I don't have a bomb.
You don't.
No.
And you're just kind of.
And the one time that I played through this, I had like my rage attack, so I was just like, instant win.
Oh,
So
beef.
I couldn't do that. So here's the beef.
Metro? Are they called metros?
They're not called metros.
I think most of the names in this game are made up.
No. Okay.
There are some that are correct.
Yeah, there you go. Some. What else do you want?
Some.
What else do you want?
Some consistency.
Yeah, it is one of the weird quirks about this game.
Oh my God!
Oh,
Are you
you-
shooting beef?
I
totally
am
is.
shooting
That's
me.
awesome.
I don't know. Oh, did I deflect it?
Oh, hey, blocked a rock. That's pretty good.
Yeah, yeah, totally. I just want to play Zelda. This feels just like Zelda, which is great.
Yeah, I mean, the game does a great job of kind of capturing the feel of these games that it's imitating.
Yeah, if you'd have told me that like for free I could play this when I was playing Zelda 20, I would have slapped you.
At any time, you can play it any time, basically anywhere.
You'd be like on the internet, and I'd be like, I don't know what you're talking
Yeah. Enter who?
about. Inner who? I would say something was stupid like inner who.
Yeah.
That's what 6-year-old Tom was like. So these are ghosts. You can tell because this is ghost.
Yeah.
What did I get?
Projectile power,
Where is it?
because you were
Oh, 'cause
killing
I'm
them
back.
with the blasts.
You
No,
know,
I wasn't. I got back to projectile power.
You know what I also find is funny about NES sprites is that like later on in life I actually figured out what they really were.
Oh my God.
So as a kid, like I kind of extrapolated what they looked like in my head.
Right.
But then like you kind of either see like the art that they were based on, or someone says like, no, that is their eyes, that's not their mouth, and you're like, what?
Right.
Yeah, that was always my favorite thing when you find out like that's their. I can't remember a good example now, but I've had that so many times through the years.
Well, I think that ghost actually in Zelda was one for me where I was like, what? I thought that was its mouth, or something weird like that.
That was its mouth. Yes. It's a common mistake in your like normal life though also.
Yeah. Where I mistake mouths for eyes.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just a Giancarlo thing. Oh, Shy Guys, what are you doing here? You're not in this game.
Yeah.
They're silly. So this is a lot harder than I remember it being. When I was at my desk playing.
Yeah, it's a bit different here, out here.
Out here in the wild with
Yeah.
the people watching us.
Yeah.
Judging. So
So I'm playing Ocarina of Time 3D right now,
Mm-hmm.
and like those spinning flower things
Yeah.
in that game are huge.
Yeah, they are.
They are like, I'd forgotten just how massive they are.
Yeah.
And it's like scary, and I remember like they were just another little enemy in this game.
an outdoor enemy in the dungeon now. So what do I have? I had a key this whole time? Nobody told me I had a key?
You
So
have a
these are
key.
the guys from Super Mario Brothers 2.
Oh my god.
The accursed ice levels
Yep.
that nobody liked because they were so hard. But
Use
you
Toad.
could pull up a plant that would turn into a rocket ship.
Yes.
Oh my god.
You use Toad
yes.
on those levels because
Are you
the fact that
serious?
like
Seriously,
I could
Toad?
totally speed run those levels with Toad and not get touched.
See, I play the whole game as Luigi.
No. So you cheated is what you're saying.
No, he was the hardest to use. His controls were all busted like.
But he could float, kind of, jump in the air. I mean,
He
I know
could
the
not,
princess
bro.
could
This is a
float.
lie.
Uh-oh.
So,
Princess was the cheating one. So now I have to kill an old man.
finally, my fantasy after all these years, since
like
that
him.
moment he first handed me that sword.
Yeah, how dare you help me, sir?
Oh.
So these balls, I don't want them to touch me because they, I think they freeze me. And he doesn't want me to touch him with meat, but he's gonna happen.
That's right, he
Really?
hates beef.
Yeah, he hates that beef.
I'm not sure if you can kill him without the beef.
You can. I looked through the achievements list, and there's one for killing him with beef, and one for killing
He's
him
gonna do something evil.
sans beef.
Sans beef?
Yeah.
Yeah, this game is actually surprisingly difficult.
It is. I mean, it's not surprising to me because the games that it's imitating often were very difficult as well.
Like Zelda?
Like Zelda. Oh no! Oh no!
Yay.
It's not over yet.
Yeah, you always assume things are over. I couldn't move there. I couldn't move.
For shame.
He appeared right on top of me.
For shame.
Oh, well, that's nice that at least it puts you right there.
Yeah, but I gotta do this
Yeah, at
again.
least that it engages baby mode for babies.
You know what you can do with your baby mode?
What?
You can agree that it's a good thing, because some of us are babies.
Yeah.
Now I can shoot, so it's like way different. I don't know why I volunteered to play. Then I'm like the buffoon.
Man, that Octorok up top was freaking out.
All right, building up that rage meter, but then you get hit and you lose
Yeah.
rage.
I know, it's a little of the old jerk school, as I call it. Okay, I gotta run away. So you want to attack him from the side. I got hit like automatically with that.
Is that a thing that's still... Do we even have multi-form bosses anymore outside of RPGs?
Yeah. I mean, I think it's always a thing now when it like, oh man, this game has multi-stage, multi-form boss battles.
Bayonetta must have, right?
I think it did.
Bayonetta totally had some crazy multi-form bosses. Yeah.
Oh, son of a...
Wow.
Oh, no!
Oh god.
Wow.
I'm gonna switch it over to Kara, because my finger's getting sad.
All right. All right.
Jeez. Wow.
I died twice.
Kind of.
Very frustrating.
Yeah.
Very, very frustrating.
I have not even attempted this before.
You don't need the S key at all, unless you're doing the rage.
Does this have gamepad support?
It
It does if
but
you use joy to key,
yeah.
but like, joy to keys for, you gotta type things on the lower left and right and upper left and right.
Oh, right. Okay.
And if we pass this level, when we pass this level, G's taking over because it's at the next level's really hard.
What is it?
Balloon fight.
Oh, screw that.
Sorry, you've been nominated.
By who?
Is that a heart?
By whom?
Finally, the game gives me some.
By me.
Oh, okay.
What do you mean? You're like shocked to see a heart there.
Well, there were none in the whole
We're not doing
dungeon.
much strategy.
No.
But I think this is a 3-part boss.
Oh.
Attack him to death. Attack him to death. Like seriously, 2 more hits. Okay, now he's gonna hit you automatically.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny when you think about
Oh.
it. You're hitting him with beef.
Yeah, it's closer to 3D Game Hero than Zelda now.
You can hit people with beef in that game?
It had some weird weapons, I remember.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, it did.
Yeah. So we'll say beef is one of them, just because whatever. No one's gonna fact check us.
Wikipedia's down. There's no way.
Wikipedia's down.
Oh, that's right.
But we're recording this on a day when it might not go live.
Yeah, whatever.
We'll see.
Break
Okay,
it
so
away.
now, this is when it gets easy.
Oh, are you...
You think it gets harder, but it doesn't.
Okay, so
He's
just,
gonna do like
what do
a
I do?
stomp at some point.
Okay.
You gotta avoid the thing that comes out of him,
Yeah. Okay.
and then attack him. But what you want to do is build up your rage meter, so don't get hit by the stomp.
Well, you have some rage.
Oh,
Don't get hit.
damn it. Okay.
John Carlo heard me say that.
I didn't realize it was going to spread out so
There's
far.
a heart above you.
Yeah, but I can't really get it right now. Oh crap.
Oh, get it.
Stomp. Okay.
Oh,
Stomp again.
come on, you jerk.
He is old man.
Oh, what? It came all the way out there?
Yeah, it doesn't have range. He actually is easier than his other forms though in this.
How do you know which way
Wow.
it's going to go? If it's going to go diagonally or left and right and up and down?
I don't think you start from the beginning. I think you start at the big man.
Should we just show a different level?
We can't pass it.
We can,
we have to actually pass it. I guess I was wrong about this. You have to play the whole thing again.
Because unfortunately on this, well, to answer your question, G, yeah,
No?
No, we don't have balloon fight unlocked on this game.
on this computer. So we don't need to
Stop it, lower right.
Okay, right. We don't need to show all of this, definitely, but
You really don't want to get hit by that.
Yeah.
holy cow.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
I don't know what that's a reference to. Does that look familiar?
It does? I'm trying to think what I saw that snail in.
Where have I seen that snail?
Where have I seen that snail? I think.
Here comes his radiating blast. Oh no, here comes his ball blast.
Is what?
Ball blast.
Yeah.
You're really not supposed to get hit by that.
Not even a little bit, Tom?
I know I'm not a game guides editor, but Peter Brown would totally tell you not to get hit by that.
Oh, okay. Come on.
Super Mario Brothers 2 levels. You could totally just attack him.
You know, each time I go to TGS, like I go there with the intention of buying the game that Super Mario Brothers 2 is based on, the
Doki Doki
Panic.
Doki Doki Panic.
And I totally forget every single time, but it is my goal to bring that game back.
So we promise you guys in December you'll get a Doki Doki Panic now playing.
Yes.
With Giancarlo and I,
Yeah.
and hopefully Kara.
Whoever goes to TGS, if it's not me, I will ask them, can you please pick me up a copy of Doki?
Do you think they still? Because it's like if you asked me to buy a copy of Super Mario Brothers 2, I couldn't do it. I would go to like the Wii and buy it off of that.
Yeah. You know, I mean, in Japan, you know, you go to the famous Super Potato, they probably have it.
Yeah, nobody knows what that is who's listening to this.
Yes, they do. People know what Super Potato is.
I don't.
It's the only place in Japan that sells games that are old, apparently.
Really?
No, they're a bunch of games.
Tag him.
That's the most famous one.
Come on, give me my rage meter.
Run.
Oh God, don't take away my rage meter.
Yeah, you need the rage meter in order to rage. Rage. Oh. It doesn't take away a ton of life. I just want to prepare you right now. You can see why this is not that difficult, because it's a lot more easier to avoid.
That took off
stuff.
nothing.
Yeah, that sure didn't do much of anything.
What I see is, what you see is nothing. I see is, you know, it's like a karmic blast. Oof, this is intense.
Is there a Ninja Gaiden level in this game?
I hope not.
Yeah, punk.
He's dead.
Yay.
Oh, no.
Oh gosh, that's like a Smash TV.
Totally, that's what I was thinking. Very Smash TV. Meat spin.
Yeah, and it even knocks through the door like Smash TV.
Yeah.
So you have Pac-Man in your inventory. You have
a cucumber?
A cheap cucumber? I recognize it, but I'm not sure.
I know, it looks very familiar.
It's from Burger Time. It's a pickle.
Yeah, that's right. Pie is...
I think.
Oh no, he's eating the Triforce.
And there's the Metroid, there's Samus is the ball, right? Is that what that is?
I don't know. Oh, and Dr. Mario?
Force.
No, that's Zelda.
There it goes.
I don't know where this game is on the timeline, but you're not going to get the sequels anymore.
Yeah.